All right, all right, all right. Hector, what's going on? Luis, what's going on, bro? Luis, you're from Corona, right? What up, G? What's going on, Brandon? All right, guys. So if you're joining right now, so I'm going to go on this live for like 20, 25 minutes the most, or maybe not that long, because I'm jumping another live at 8:30 with Daniel Guerrero. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and give out some shout outs here. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Johnny. Damien, what's going on, bro? Ricky, what's going on, guys? So, listen, really fast. Yep, Corona's in the house. So, really fast. The reason I wanted to jump on this live is because, there's a, and I said this on my video earlier. There's a girl that sent me a DM late last night, and I'll tell you guys exactly what it was. By the way, there's I just want to make sure that I'm very clear here. The reason I'm doing this video is to help you guys and help any future agents or even some of the people that are real estate agents on the what to do and what not to do as a real estate agent. So here we go. As a matter of fact, I think I just saw Raylene Mota join. So Raylene, if you're here, what's going on, Daniel? We're gonna jump on your live right after this live, okay, brother? So stick around. Raylene, if you could hear me, send me a request. I'm gonna bring you on, and the reason I want to bring you on is because you're a brand new agent or soon to be real estate agent. So send me a request and I'll bring you on. What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's see here. By the way, this here you want to make sure you take some great mental notes or some great notes. So if you're here right now, make sure you take great notes, because you're going to use some sooner or later. You're going to use this information, this notes that I'm going to give you. So let's see. If you're joining the live, welcome. What's going on, Raylene?
What's up? I seen your post earlier about you going live, and I was like, that kind of sounds like me. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna join. I want to see what it's about.
All right, cool.
You texted me. I was like,
all right, so it's not about you, but some way, somehow, you'll be able to benefit from it. Okay, so watch. I'll let you guys know exactly what how it went down. So I get a DM. I've shown you my DMs, right, Raylene? Mm-hmm. Where like people DM me on a daily basis asking me questions and all this stuff, right? Yeah. And so I get a DM late last night, and I'm responding to a lot of DMs before I go to sleep. And then I come to this DM that said something about, hey, JJ, I'm thinking of getting my real estate license. I want to get my license by July. And she's asking some questions, and I said, I said, great, good for you. Hopefully, once you get a license, you and I will connect and see if we could work together, right? That you could be part of our office. But then right after, Raylene, and again, this is where you guys take great notes, okay? If you're here right now, but right after that, her very next question was, by the way, what's your split and what's my commission? And I gotta tell you guys, as a brand new agent, and I'm telling you from personal experience, as a brand new agent, you're brand new to the industry, you're brand new to your career, you're brand new to the office, you're brand new to the brokerage, you're brand new to your team leader, whatever. And can everyone hear me? Because somebody says turn off. Can you hear me, Raylene?
yeah.
Okay. And so when we're brand new agents, team, and again, when we're brand new agents, we what we're looking for is guidance, skills to learn. You know, we're looking for a lot of good things that whoever's going to take us under their wing, meaning an office, a team leader, a brokerage, whatever you call it, they're going to spend time. They're going to invest their time and energy on us. Therefore, if we really think about it like that, we kind of become, when we're new, we kind of become a liability rather than an asset. And I just want to make sure that we all understand what that means. You understand what that means, Raylene? I mean, you're thinking of getting into real estate soon. And so it's very important that you, Raylene, and other people are thinking of getting into real estate or are brand new in real estate, that we understand that when we're brand new to something, instead of an asset, we're a liability. Yeah. Does that make sense, Raylene?
Yeah.
So what does that mean when to you when I say that when we're brand new, we're a liability rather than an asset? What does that mean to you?
Because you really don't know anything going in. Yeah, you did you passed your exam, but you don't know you don't have the skills yet that like real estate agents have. So they have to, like, the person that's trading you, they have to invest your time into you. You're just beginning. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Absolutely. So see, I remember when I was brand new, Raylene, and I knew I was a liability. I knew that from the get-go. And so my negotiating power was like, I didn't really have any negotiating power, really, because I was brand new. But I also remember that all I wanted was to learn. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so I didn't really care about the split or whatever, even though I really needed the money because I was dead broke when I started. But I knew it was more value into the skills and the training and everything else that I was going to get, yeah, more than the commission. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I told this girl from last night. So I don't know if you're here or not, or she's going to watch it on the replay. But I really wanted to do this live, not only for her, but also for like you, Raylene, and other people that are thinking of getting into real estate or any kind of industry. It's very important for us to know that when we're starting something new, we have to kind of like come from a place of like, how can I help you? How can I bring value to you? Because somebody's helping us, they're taking their time, they're investing their time in us. And so here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and give you guys some great questions to ask your possible new broker, your possible new team, a team lead, your you know whatever you're trying to join, because your first few questions or your first couple of questions when you're talking to someone, if you don't ask the right questions, like it could be a turnoff for the other individual. And so this girl, she asked me that, and the very first question she asked me, like, well, what's going to be my split, or how you split structure, or whatever. And I gotta be very honest with you guys. I was like, you know what, maybe you should go and get licensed, pay your dues, learn, and then, you know, we could, like, a year from now or something like that, we could kind of like see if we could work together. Just because I thought that she was coming from a different place, from a different point of view than obviously how I was thinking. But then later I was like, you know what? Maybe I was a little bit harsh on the way I explained that to her, and I want to do this live just mainly for her, but also for like a Raylene or any other person that's thinking again in real estate. Why? Because I'm sure she didn't mean to come across like that. As a matter of fact, she said, You know, I take that, or no, she didn't say I take that back. She said something like, something like, I didn't really mean to bother you or disturb you or something like that. And she said it was just some questions that Google recommended for new agents to ask. So she kind of Googled, and does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then it clicked. I was like, yeah, it makes sense now, which is again why I wanted to do this quick live, just to give you guys some good feedback and give you guys a couple of questions for you guys to write down, because sooner or later, really, you're gonna get licensed, and sooner or later, since you're being mentored by me, I will want you to. If you think that not maybe joining my office is not going to be the best fit for you, then I want you to know the right questions to ask all the other brokers, because that is very important to you, right? But I definitely wouldn't want you to come across in a way where, like, it's somebody that's willing to help you. It's does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so here's how I want to give you guys a couple great questions for you guys to write down. And to brother, you can turn on the light right here, brother, if you want. And so I'll give you guys some great questions for you guys to write down. And if she's here, by the way, what's going on, Albert, Jesse, Flores, Jesse, Daisy, all of you guys, thank you for joining, guys. So I'm going to give you guys some great questions to ask your possible new office, broker, team leader, as a new agent, or even if right now, if you're like less than a year into business, into real estate or lending or something like this. It's very important that we understand that at the beginning we have no negotiating power, because like we're brand new. After a while, after you start learning some skills, and after you start closing some deals and stuff like that, then you can negotiate maybe a better split, something like that, right? But in the beginning, it's very important for us to know that all we need to do, guys, is learn, because the more you learn, there's a saying from Mike Ferris that he says, Mike Ferry, he says, the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Okay, so if anyone's taking notes, write that down, because this is so important, guys. The more you learn, the more you earn. It's simple, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a few questions on that I really want you guys to write down, because again, I just want you guys to be better off. Okay. So first question, when thinking of joining a new brokerage, a new office, team, whatever, is what kind of training do you offer that could benefit me? What kind of training do you offer that could benefit me? You see? Why? Because if I just said a minute ago that the more you learn, the more you earn, wouldn't you want to train and get trained so you can learn more? The answer is yes. Right? So what kind of training do you offer that will benefit me? Right? So that's a great question for you guys to ask. By the way, that goes in different industries, different businesses. Okay, what kind of training do you offer that can benefit me? Number two, do you offer training on contracts? Do you offer any trainings on contracts? Very important, people, that we learn our contracts. As a lender, real estate agent, insurance agent, whatever, we all deal with legal documents, contracts. So it's very important that we learn that. It's a matter of,
in the book, like the course, there's a lot of like examples of contracts, and I don't understand all of it. So in my head, I'm like, are we supposed to go in knowing what all of it means, or are they going to teach us?
There you go. See, but they won't teach you. Like when you're studying to get your real estate license, they give you the rundown on certain things about the contracts, but that's it. And once you get licensed, and once you come on the real world, If you're not in the office or a team leader or a broker or something like that that's going to teach you those things as a brand new agent, your percentage of you being successful, they drop. That's why the rate on new agents going out of business in the first 6 to 12 months is so high, because like they don't teach you that while you're studying for your real estate exam. They don't. And so what happens is, people, is that you pass your exam and you get licensed. Really, imagine you get licensed, you're like, yay, all right, and then you're happy, and then you hit up a broker that you ask, oh, well, what's my commission? They're like, oh, well, I'll give you 100% commission, and then you're happy because you think you'll make 100% of everything you sell. But then when you have a question, they're like, yeah, you're on your own. We don't teach you that.
That's what I was thinking of.
How do you think you're gonna be able to sell?
Mm-hmm.
You won't. So the very first 2 years, people, whether you're lending, insurance, real estate, whatever, your very first 2 years, really, I really want you guys to think of just, I want to learn as much as I possibly can. I want to learn on my contracts, all my disclosures. I want to learn my scripts. I want to learn objection handling. I want to learn negotiating. I like everything. How much can I learn in my very first 2 years in the business? Because again, I go back to, the more you learn, the more you earn. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like when the Bible says, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
There you go. I mean, the Bible says it itself, right? Yeah. So what's another great question to ask? Do you role play? Do you offer any role plays? Do you offer any role plays? Do you give out any training materials like scripts, objection handlers, and all that good stuff? You see, again, as a new employee, as a new agent, your job is to learn as much as you possibly can. But see, I'm already at 4 or 5, question number 4 or 5, right, Raylene?
4.
And have I even brought up the commission yet?
Mm-mm.
No, but because that's not relevant. I know I will get paid, but the more I learn, the more I'm going to be able to sell, and then everything else will balance off. But what if you go in and hit up somebody and they tell you, well, I'm going to give you 100%, and you're good, all right, and then you go and there's no training, that they don't offer anything like that. How do you expect that you're going to sell? You're not going to sell. I mean, it's going to be very hard.
You're going to get like 100% of nothing.
You get 100% of nothing. And what's 100% of nothing? Nothing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so, again, people, this live was intentionally for newer agents. People are thinking of getting to the real estate, the lending. What are some of the questions to ask the new office, your broker, your team leader? Because these questions here will make you money. They will make you money. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, by the way, I have like 10 more minutes on this live. So if you have any questions, shoot your questions here. But so far, I've given you like 45 questions, right, Raylene?
Yeah.
What's number 1?
What kind of training do you offer that could benefit me?
Question: do you think, as a newer agent, do you think you will want to get training?
Yes, because you're going in knowing nothing. Of
course, you want training.
You don't have the training, you're literally not going to sell.
Of course, nothing. Question number 2. What's question number 2 you people want to ask?
Do you offer any training on contracts?
Do you offer any training contracts? What do you want to know, how the contracts work?
I look in like the book and all that I'm studying, and I'm just like, it's so confusing. It's
so confusing. So wouldn't you want to have like a JJ in your life that says, hey, Raylene, by the way, look, this is the purchase agreement, but this is what this one means. This page number 2, this is what it means. Wouldn't you want somebody like within minutes give you a quick rundown so you can kind of understand and what it really means, and then kind of like break it down a little easier?
Yeah.
See, that this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is where the true value really kicks in. Make sense? What was question number 3?
Do you offer any role plays?
Role play. Wouldn't you want to role play scenarios? Like you want to role play on how your first conversation with your first buyer is going to be. You want to role play how the first listing presentation with your seller is going to be. You want to role play how to handle objections. What do you want to role play and make a fool yourself in the office rather than out there with a client? Of course.
If not, you're gonna lose your client.
Of course, because they're gonna see a rookie all over you, right? What's the next question?
Do you give out any training materials, such as objection handles?
Of course. Do you give out any training materials like objection handlers, scripts? Does that make sense? And what's the other one?
That was the last one.
Okay, here's the next one. Do you offer any coaching? Do you offer any coaching? Do you offer any coaching? You know, you've been around my my office. Turn those lights on, babe. That one. You've been around my office for like 2 months now, right, Raylene?
Yeah.
And how helpful has it been for you just being able to shadow me and just be able to be around me and the people in the office? How helpful has that been for you as a soon-to-be agent?
I think about this all the time. Like, I think about everything that I learn in the office, and it's just like how you just have basic conversations with people. Like, what I've noticed a lot is all it is having a good conversation with your clients, like putting everything in perspective, and then also being around like-minded people. That has like helped a lot. And the calls, like, I need a lot of practice on that, but you just gotta get over the first few times.
Absolutely. And so you see, guys, where the commission thing is not been an option. You see that? It's not like that's of course that's important, guys, because you know you're doing this to eventually get paid. But the compensation, guys, understand this. Please understand the compensation. It comes, just naturally comes once you're able to help people and once you know how to help more people. Because the more you learn, the more you earn. How do you earn more money? By helping more people. You're not going to be able to help not even one or two individuals if you don't know how to help them.
Yeah.
Do you see that? So again, I know that it was a very short, but I think very effective live where hopefully, if you join right now the live, go back and replay in the beginning, because it's very important that if you're a brand new agent or lender or insurance agent or car salesperson, whatever it is that you do, if you're brand new or you're like thinking of getting into any of those fields, remember, in the beginning, we're a liability. We're a liability. We're not no asset. We're a liability. And yeah, like it sounds kind of like messed up, but it's the truth, right? And so hopefully, if she gets to watch this live later, or I don't know if she's here, just know that that you know I come from a place of help. I want to help you. Obviously, hopefully, some people here got some good takeaways from this, and know that we as salespeople get paid based on the level of questions, or on the better the questions we ask, the better we get paid, or the more we get paid. So I know she was googling her questions, and she Google fucking Google. I tell you,
Yeah.
fucking Google said, okay, question number one to ask a broker or whatever. What is your split? What is your commission? And so, it's not your fault. Obviously, it was fucking Google's fault. But please don't rely everything on Google. I think that when you're talking to someone a branch manager, a team leader, a broker, whatever, the question should be based on what you're looking to get out of it. Does that make sense? What are you looking to get out of it? Do you want to learn? Yes. Then most of your questions should be based on how much can you show me if I join your office, if I join your team, if I join your brokerage. Does that make sense?
Honestly, her question, like Googling that, that's probably something I would have done before, like being coached by you.